Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Wednesday morning forecast update. We do have some impactful weather likely today as the Weather Service now has a flood watch in effect through tomorrow afternoon. So much of Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana could see about 2 to 4 inches of rain over the next day and a half or so, and even could see some locally heavy rainfall, maybe up to 5 inches or so. So we are going to see a very tropical-like weather pattern here for the next day or two. We have this area of low pressure. You can see the storms kind of blowing up between Austin and Houston this morning. And this area of low pressure will be moving into the Arklatex, so we'll begin to see some rain later this morning. But the coverage and the intensity of the rain likely to pick up during the afternoon and evening today. So the trade-off here, likely our rainiest day of the week, but maybe our coolest day of the week as well, as we should have temperatures in the 70s for much of the day. May briefly touch about 80 degrees in a few areas today, but the temperature's a little cooler, but the air is still very humid as well, so it is going to feel like a pretty warm day, even though we won't see a ton of sun out there. So again, our area of low pressure will begin to push these thunderstorms into the Arklatex. Begin to see some of the showers in the northern Arklatex this morning, but the heaviest rain will likely hold off until the afternoon again today. And we do need to mention the severe weather threat today, because with this area of low pressure coming up from the coastline, you get a lot of spin with those lows, so we can't rule out maybe some damaging wind gusts, but there's also at least some low wind potential to see a few brief spin up tornadoes here as well. And we sometimes see that with those tropical like lows that will move into the region. So again, if you're in Texas, Louisiana, as far north as Shreveport, we can't rule out maybe a brief tornado or some damaging winds, especially during the afternoon hours today. But I think that severe weather threat should likely wind down in most areas later tonight. So taking a look at your Robins today to Futurecast, again, it won't play out exactly like this, but it gets the general idea that those storms will really start to pop up in the early afternoon today. And you can see the multiple rounds. So we'll have this round of storms likely going mid-afternoon, and likely we'll continue to see these scattered storms off and on through the evening and into tonight as well. May see a final push of heavy rain through the region tonight. So the kind of flooding that we may see with this, if we do see about 2 to 4 inches of rain, we would expect to see a lot of roadway flooding out there, a lot of ponding on the roads for the commute tonight as well as tomorrow morning. And sure enough, Futurecast here does highlight some potential to see maybe upwards of 4 inches of rain fairly close to the I-20 corridor, but I think we could easily see some of those heavier amounts further to the south as well. So if you are in that flood watch, again, just kind of manage your commute here over the next few days, as you could run into some high water, I think, especially with the storms later this afternoon. Now, the rain may taper after tomorrow morning. We may get a little break from Thursday into Friday afternoon, but the scattered storms will likely pick up again Friday afternoon, and the rain will taper somewhat this weekend, but still expecting we'll see some afternoon storms both Saturday as well as Sunday. And the pattern may finally ease up on us with the rain drying up. A front will actually come through, turn our winds to the north, and may drop our temperatures and lower our rain chances by the middle of next week.